I use my cell phone in all of my classes except for one, which is business law, because my teacher is really strict and he won't allow it.
I only use my phone in about 2 or 3 classes out of my 5.
I use my cell phone for about 4 of my classes, 4 out of the 5. The only class I don't use it in really is nutrition, because Miss Allen is kind of psycho about it, and so she watches around the classroom to make sure no one's on their phone while she's presenting to the class. I think it just depends on the class. There's some classes that I feel there's not really much going on all the time. Like Quest or Salon, I'm usually on my phone the entire class because all we really do is just sit and talk about things that don't really affect my major. But in classes like chemistry or calculus, where it directly affects my major and what I want to do, I think it's important to stay off of it, but most of the time I don't.
I'm an associate professor of mass media, and I'm the chair of the Department of Mass Media and Visual Arts. All right, so my policy on cell phones is that if a student is using their cell phone in class at all, whether it rings, they're texting, or they're even reading their phone, it's an automatic pop quiz for everybody in the class. I think I have seen a lot more distractions from cell phone use than benefits from cell phone use. For a professor, I mean, I think it's akin to if 2 students were sitting in the back of the room talking and the distraction that would cause. First of all, it's clear they're not paying attention to what the professor's talking about. And secondly, it's a problem for the students around those folks who are talking. And in my experience, cell phones are very similar. For the professor, I love my cell phone. I use my cell phone a lot, but I don't think it's possible that you can really be texting or absorbed on something with your phone and truly be paying attention to the professor. And I have also had students complain to me when other students are using cell phones in the room. So they find it distracting if people are using devices because the people in that vicinity start to watch what that person's doing instead of paying attention. So I just think it introduces a lot of conflicts and distractions that students have to struggle enough to pay attention some days without introducing that as yet another problem that takes their attention away.